From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine Monday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. This briefing covers the period the 9th through the 15th of August. So we're heading into the second full week of August here and heading towards the middle of the month. And, right now we have some nice weather. And as I look at current conditions, the red numbers there are temperatures. So you can see we're quickly climbing through the 80s. We're on our way to the low 90s for highs. You can see there's if you look out the window, you'll see some shallow, maybe some moderately tall cumulus clouds, and that's showing up here on the visible satellite as well. But all in all, at this point, even though there's clouds around and it appears as though there should be moisture for them, we're relatively dry or a little bit further to our west of the triangle. So we'll see how, there could be an isolated afternoon and evening shower or thunderstorm, but we are, relatively drier compared to, what we would normally be in the summer. So anyway, probably not too much in way of coverage today. I will zoom out and draw your attention to a little weather disturbance here over the Ohio Valley. And we've been kind of keeping our eyes on this, here's this whole weather system here, if you will. And we've been kind of keeping our eyes on this southern extension of it, if you will. And there is some hints that maybe overnight tonight, the remnants of this tail of this system, if you will, might move by and provide an opportunity for a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two overnight tonight, late tonight. So we'll see if that really happens. A lot of times when these systems move over the mountains and come down the east side, they dry out as well. So anyway, not a big deal, but just thought I'd show that to demonstrate the source of where we may see some showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm overnight tonight. There's also a few very widely scattered showers over the higher terrain, and some of that may drift eastward toward the Triad or down toward Wadesboro late this afternoon or the evening. Again, very widely scattered if we get any at all. All right, so all in all, not too bad as we zoom out here and take a look at the eastern U.S. All right, let's shift gears to tropics, because this is sort of the weather story here that's catching attention. The National Hurricane Center is closely watching an area of disturbed weather there just east of the islands. And I think we're up to, if that were to become a tropical cyclone, I think it's up to Fred would be the next name, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, nevertheless, look at the red area. That's basically saying that there's a greater than 60% chance that could develop into a tropical cyclone and head towards North America. But if you look at the left, tropical cyclone climatology, here we are. What's today's date? The 9th of August. We're right in the beginning of that ramp up. Okay. You'll see that ramp up in tropical cyclone climatology with the peak of the hurricane season right around September 9th or September 10th. Basically, when we say the peak of the hurricane season, what we mean is the likelihood that there will be, a storm out there somewhere in the Atlantic basin. So anyway, you can see that that's the most likely time frame for there to be storms in the Atlantic basin, and that's basically from mid-August through mid-October. All right, so we're heading into that peak. So it's beginning to look a little more active out there, and that's right on schedule with the climatological ramp up of the season. So anyway, what way would that system affect us here in Central North Carolina? Well, obviously that remains to be seen, but certainly there are some models that show some leftover or remnant moisture from whatever this system becomes moving up across the Carolinas early or during the middle of next week. So it might give us some increased rain chances. We'll see. There's a lot of time between now and then, and for this for us to figure out exactly where, when, and who and what is going to get what. All right, so just something to keep your eyes on, but nothing to be too overly concerned with at the moment. All right. So beyond that, today, as I kind of already alluded to at the very beginning of this briefing, we're going to see mostly dry weather today and Tuesday, although we can't rule out a stray afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm. And I should have put in there an overnight chance as well tonight with that activity crossing the Ohio Valley, moving across our area late tonight. Once we get past Tuesday, we're looking at a very summer-like pattern setting up for the middle and latter half of the week with scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorms, highs in the low 90s. Just very, very typical summertime weather. Places that, see rain, probably won't get a whole lot of rain. A lot of places will stay dry, just very hit or miss. However, as we head into the weekend, we're looking at a cold front that might slip south into the Carolinas, or at least toward the Carolinas, over the weekend. And that slide should actually say this weekend. So I don't want to avoid confusion there. A cold front will slip south toward the Carolinas this weekend, and in doing so, will increase the rain chances during that time. Okay, so that might give us our next opportunity for more, I would say, more widespread shower and thunderstorm coverage. And then, as I kind of already alluded to, we're keeping a close eye on the tropics. How much rainfall this week? Very light, if any, rainfall through midweek. Same story for Thursday and Friday. The next chance for any kind of decent rainfall might have to wait until this weekend, when we could see a half to 1 inch of rainfall with that rain along and in vicinity of that frontal system. All right, so not a whole lot of rain this week. All right, so there'll be some thunderstorms around. However, in the next couple of days, we're not expecting any organized severe weather threats. Same thing with flash flooding, not expecting any flash flooding episodes in the next 3 days. And the 8 to 14-day outlook, of course, shows above normal favored precip along the southeast. That could be an indicator of maybe a little bit of lingering moisture, leftover moisture, if you will, from that little tropical system that the Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on. Temperatures, again, neither above or below normal. All right, that's the 8 to 14-day outlook. So wrapping up our weather briefing for today, mainly dry today and Tuesday. Can't rule out a stray afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm. And again, this tonight, very summer-like pattern for the rest of the week. Scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. And then a cold front slipping south toward the Carolinas this weekend, and I'm going to do an instant on-the-fly correction here this weekend, and in doing so, will increase rain chances during this weekend. So we'll keep an eye on the tropics. Like I said, nothing to be overly concerned about at the moment. The thing I am concerned about, of course, and this just is pretty typical summer safety reminders. I guess that's a good way to put it. They're safety reminders. Okay, not necessarily hazards and impacts, but more of a safety reminder that, remember, anytime there's thunder, you should go indoors. Okay, and then wait at least 30 minutes after the last sound of thunder before resuming outdoor activities. Of course, any of these thunderstorms this week, while maybe not severe, obviously produce lightning. So we just want to remind folks of the saying, when thunder roars, go indoors. Then finally, it's going to be hot this week. High temperatures each day in the low 90s. Make sure to drink lots of water, take frequent breaks in the shade, and try to do outdoor work in the mornings or evenings this week if possible, rather than in the heat of the afternoon. All right, and down at the bottom, you can see it almost looks like a broken record there with the daily afternoon, evening shower and thunderstorm chances each day, highs in the low 90s, lows in the low to mid 70s. So there you have it, pretty typical summertime weather for central North Carolina this week.